everyone, welcome back to Crochet Delight. I'm Barbara. You are tilted. There we go. And welcome back to Crochet Delight. I am here to tell you a little bit about roving. So for those of you who are spinners, you like roving. And big thing, I mentioned this in a video that I would talk about this, those thick knitted blankets out of roving, whether it's acrylic roving or not, terrible idea. No, just don't. It will collect every hair, every dust molecule, everything. Every feather from like a down feather pillow or a down feather blanket or all the lint, it'll pill. And all that fiber will also get everywhere else, including every crevice in your body. And you will get hair splinters from those too. So don't do it. But the main reason for this video today is I wanted to show you guys some of the roving that I got from Hobby Lobby. My friend Sydney had bought me one and I bought the other two, and I'm going to discuss the Walmart brand. So first off, let's discuss the Walmart brand. Get that out of the way. Don't buy it. The Mainstays roving from Walmart, do not buy it. I mean, you can if you have a drum carder or a set of hand carders. Hi, Sophia. And you can add it into your blends, but as far as spinning it by itself, it's the most disgusting thing to work with, and that is not being used lightly. No, it's great for a filler, but nothing more. Same thing like if you want cotton, you can use cotton balls. Just take the cotton and use it as a filler. It's not really something to be spun by itself. I mean, you can try, but it's going to come out really thick and clumpy and all that, but it's better for an add-in, really. So yeah, if you're looking for a roving, make the trip to Hobby Lobby. They will have roving, and this, you guys have seen this one. It used to be bigger. It used to fit this, but look at that. I've used probably about half of it. It's already on my wheel. This is Winter Solstice by Yarn Bee. Let's see if I can get to the upside down. Okay. There was 10 ounces. So 6 ounces short of an entire pound. And look at those colors, those are beautiful. There were 26 yards. If you're gonna, yeah. So they have instructions for knitting needles and crochet hooks. And you see that? That's what a lot of people like to knit with or something like that. No. It will collect everything. It will... Ooh, I barely pulled. I mean, it's just not... Roving in general is not something to be played with. And what I mean by played with, I mean for knitters and crocheters to play with, unless it has been spun up into something like the Red Heart Boutique Unforgettable yarn. That is acceptable. Using stuff this thick, not acceptable. Trust me, you will regret it. But there were a couple others, but I forgot to tell you. 10 ounces for $10. This is going to give me at the very least 2 hanks of yarn, which will be approximately 400 to 500 yards of yarn by the time I have it all plied. If I ply it, I might keep it as a single because it's so beautiful the way it is. But if I keep it as a single, then I'm easily going to get 800 to 1,000 yards of yarn if I keep it as a single. But if I ply it, which I most likely will, I'll get at the most 500 yards. Well, at the very least 400 to 500 yards, and that's amazing. And that's just 2 hanks of yarn, and that's a guess of how much I'm gonna be getting. I might even get a third one by the time I'm done. But anyways, next up, we have this tangled mess. Look at this beauty. I still think it's beautiful, but look at those colors. This is called, where did the thing go? Field of Blossoms. And it's a chunky spiral. There are 17.5 ounces, which means there's over a pound right here. Let's see, a pound and an ounce and a half. So yeah, you've got a pound, a little more than a pound right here. You want to know how much that was? $20. And honestly, this is a steal. If any of you, I'm going to show you the other one while I go into this. This one is called Bring Me Pearls. So as you can see, it's very similar to the last one, but the colors are different. The colors are a little more dull. And same thing, 17.5 ounces, 120 yards, but like I was saying, and before I get off track, yes, it's a steal. To get a pound of roving, or a little more than a pound of roving, for $20, you will not find that. If you go to find actual wool, like 100% wool, you'll be easily spending, I want to say, anywhere between $40 and $70 for a pound, depending on where you find it. And it also depends on the quality of the wool. But this, I believe, was all acrylic. Let me look. See if I can find it. Aha, here we go. 60% acrylic, 28% polymade, which is, and 12% wool. So there is wool in this. And even for something with 12% wool, you don't find something like this at this price. And I got all that for $20 at a Hobby Lobby. That's fantastic. It has some wool in it, which is fantastic. I'm assuming that's the colorful bits, because it looks like most of the white might be the acrylic. Let's see if the other one is the same. Aha! The Winter Solstice, this one is 50% acrylic, 35% polymade, and 15% wool. So this one has a higher wool content than this one and the other one. Yeah. And I seriously think that they are worth it. So, like I said, the Winter Solstice was $10, and the other two were $20 a piece. And you will not find these prices for anything like that. I mean, you might find something on eBay that looks like a good deal, but turns out not to be a good deal. But just steer clear of using them as like those giant knitted blankets, like those hand knitted blankets. That is, quite frankly, a very bad use for these. I mean, I'll knot something up like this and I'll do the knitting, hand knitting, but that's just to keep it together so that I know how much I have. But I won't actually knit or crochet with it and make those big blankets. Like, if this was all white and it was 100% wool, I would be dyeing it. And one of the ways I do that is to turn it into this. It helps to not let the fibers go all over the place, but even though it's in this little way, the little braid, it can still pull apart. If it got wet, you'd be pulling that'd be stuck all over you. That would be stuck all up your nose, all through your hair, everywhere. Even your dog that likes to run across everything you make or everything you have that's fuzzy. It's just a no-go. I can't say it enough. Don't do it. You are more than welcome to completely disregard my opinion, because this is literally just my opinion on the matter. But just be open to the idea that it might be a very bad idea to use this stuff for those hand knitted blankets. And if anybody actually asks for you to make one, you can tell them, okay, I will, but here are the risks that come with it. And let them know that it'll pill, it'll collect all the dust, it'll collect any animal hair, and it'll get all over the place. And more than likely, they will be so grossed out by it that they will just turn away from it. You might get that one idiot that wants you to still do it, but then just let them learn, because it's really not worth it. But for something like that, you're better off not wasting your money on something so beautiful like the stuff at Hobby Lobby. You're better off doing those hand knit monstrosities with the Walmart stuff, because then that'll really show the person, hey, this is the mess you ordered, this is the mess you've got. And I know that's mean, but if they want it and you advise them against it and they still want it, that's a great way to teach them that you were right. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I still have the winter solstice to spin up. I can't wait to get it done. I've got quite a few projects going. As you can see in the background, I have that going. I have that little, there we go, that little thing going, and the one right underneath of it somewhat started. I think I'm gonna take that out and redo that, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I've pretty much gone on more than enough about this stuff, but yeah, if you're looking for a cheap roving that is mostly acrylic and does have some wool in it, Hobby Lobby is definitely the place to look for it, and it's fantastic. I love it. I honestly, if it didn't have the label that it was part acrylic, you would honestly think that it's wool. You would. But all right, have a delightful day and happy hooking, everyone. Bye.